Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to the FCS Football Channel. And today we are back with another watch along, this time for Manchester United versus Newcastle United, in a game which is obviously the reverse fixture to Cristiano Ronaldo's first game back at Manchester United. Of course, that game finished 4-1. Let's hope we get a similar sort of performance and result today. The starting 11 for today is this. So it's David De Gea in goal. Of course, it's David De Gea in goal. Had a fantastic season so far. Let's hope he keeps that up today. But at the same time, let's hope he doesn't have much to do, so he has an easy day. It's the same back four as what we've seen a lot since Ralf Rangnick has come in, apart from Rafael Varane that comes in for Victor Lindelof. So that makes the back four: Dalot, Varane, Harry Maguire and Alex Telles. Fred and McTominay then are the double pivot in that midfield. We know that these two have been a favourite of all the managers we've had this season, whether that's Ralf Rangnick, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer or Michael Carrick. Bruno Fernandes and Mason Greenwood start as them kind of 3-10/wingers, who obviously they'll start out wide as they do in the graphic there, but then kind of at times come into this sort of free roles in the middle. And then it's Cristiano Ronaldo and Marcus Rashford leading the line for United. I mean, look, we could end up seeing Greenwood playing down the centre and Rashford off in this sort of 10 role, but we'll have to wait and find out. So Ralf Rangnick's talking now, so we'll find out what he's saying. Hello, Pleb, and hello, United Live. How are we both today? The Ralf Rangnick is saying basically Sancho drops out of the team today. Basically, rotate, like he's dropped him rather than something due to COVID related. Victor Lindelof, it's been confirmed he had COVID-19. He tested positive for COVID-19 yesterday, so that's why he's not in the squad today, and why Rafael Varane naturally comes in alongside Maguire rather in as a replacement for Harry Maguire. Because obviously that was something that a lot of people were asking: would Varane come in for Maguire or for Victor Lindelof? What do you want me to Google United Live? If I load up the Newcastle team quickly. There we go. So for Newcastle today, it's Martin Dubravka in goal. It's a back four of Javi Manquillo, Fabian Schär, Jamal Lascelles and Emil Kraft. It's Ryan Fraser, John Joe Shelby, Sean Longstaff, Saint Maximan, Callum Wilson and Joel Linton. Now, pardon me. Now, Google has Newcastle's team as a 4-4-2. But what we're more likely to see is Joel Linton probably drop into a midfield three with Ryan Fraser and St. Maximin as more wingers in more maybe of a 4-3-3 or a 4-5-1. However you want to see Ryan Fraser and St. Maximin, whether you see them as more advanced wingers or more just kind of left midfielders and right midfielders, more of the classic like David Beckham era. I think Rangnick just wants to play Greenwood. I don't think he would drop Sancho for no reason, as he was decent before the COVID outbreak. I don't know. I think I would agree. Because I agree Sancho was playing well, but I think you look at the games. Sorry, if, like I'm gonna whatever. I'm just gonna look different colours today because my screen is like so close to my face, so it's just gonna keep making me look different colours. Nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. Uh, um, good, but or it's Google. Ah, fair enough. Look, that's what I'm trying to do. So if I go to our last game, so against Norwich, where we all agreed that Sancho was playing well. Sancho was subbed off. Rashford stayed on, who we all agreed played dreadfully. Crystal Palace, Sancho subbed off. Rashford did get subbed off in that game. If we go into the timeline, Rashford got subbed off in the 76th minute, while Sancho 62nd. So Sancho's been getting subbed off more often and earlier than Rashford. So that leads me to believe it's just he has been dropped. He doesn't. Sancho isn't doing the things Ralph Rangnick wants him to be doing, which is bizarre to me because, like, I agree with you. I think he's been very good this season, Jadon Sancho, or at least in recent weeks, and should be playing today, especially over a Marcus Rashford, who has been dreadful. We're not in a good place when we are drawing with Norwich for 74 minutes. No, but look, you have to remember it's early days still. It is still early days for Ralph Rangnick here at Manchester United, so we can't be expecting instant turn up in performances, for example. It's just not going to happen. So I'm not worried just as yet. What I am worried and a bit upset about is, I mean, Donny van der Beek still not on the bench. Sancho not starting today. And something I think it is quite important to talk about is Anthony Martial. Obviously, you all know how big of a fan I am of Anthony Martial. Not in the squad today, and it looks set for him to leave. There's obviously been clubs rumoured to be interested in him. For example, Sevilla. But no official bids have come in. But Ralph Rangnick has come out and confirmed the rumours that came out just before, what was it, early December, that Anthony Martial wants to leave the club. He's been here for 7 years, and Martial sees this as the right time to leave. And because of that, he doesn't make the bench today. So, look, I think I'm disappointed in in Martial for one, for wanting to leave. But at the same time, is it the right decision for him? Probably. I think he's a fantastic player, but he wants to play first team football, and clearly here at Manchester United, he's not going to get that anymore. Do I agree with that? No, I don't. I think he should be playing over Greenwood. I think he should be playing over Marcus Rashford. But if that's not going to happen, I think he should leave. I think we can get good money for him. I think, look, he's a quality player. I think wherever he goes, if he does go to Sevilla in the end, he's going to do very well there. So yeah, I'm disappointed, but it is what it is. I would have liked to have seen him in the squad today, though, regardless, because I think he deserves to be playing games. I can't decide how high I need this webcam, and that's disappointing for me. We've agreed terms with Sevilla for Martial. Have we actually, though? Who said we've agreed terms? Because everything I've read is always that nothing's been agreed yet. this is Fabrizio Romano tweeted. Ralph Rangnick clarified on Anthony Martial's plans to leave Manchester United. I understand him, but he should be only in the interest of the player. It should not be only in the interest of the player. It should also be in the interest of the club. Sevilla are among interested. Martial's salary is still something of an issue. And look, I mean, I read that earlier, and when I read that and heard Ralph Rangnick say that, I thought, look, Martial wants out, but we have a chance here. We have a chance that we might be able to keep him. Because clearly, I mean, look, if you look back at, what's his name? I can't think what his name is. Bernardo Silva, that's his name. Bernardo Silva at Manchester City. He wanted to leave this summer, but they didn't let him leave. Well, the right sort of bid didn't come in or whatever for him. And they've sorted it. And now Bernardo Silva's a first-team regular for Manchester City, and he looks fantastic. And when Ralph Rangnick says, oh, I think it needs to be, yeah, well, when Ralph Rangnick says it needs to be in the best interest of the club, it makes me think he's just going to try and keep him and play him and make him change his mind. But then we don't even see him in the squad. I'm just thinking, it's done, isn't it? He's done. And I think that's a big shame. But, I mean, bloody hell. I keep looking to read the chat. I just keep seeing how my face just like changes complexion completely. Not ideal. Can I turn down? There we go. I've turned the brightness on the telly down a little. We'll see how that goes. Look, I mean, let's not talk about Martial anymore. Let's talk about the actual team we've got playing today. So obviously that is it. What do we all make of it? Is it true United are interested in Frankie de Jong? There is rumours that we are. Do I think we're going to get him? I don't. I would love to get him though. I absolutely would love to get him. But I don't see it happening, unfortunately. But I mean, look, would I want a Frankie de Jong? Yes, I would, because I think he fits into one of these roles perfectly, particularly this McTominay role. Why do I have the timer going already? Where's the timer? There it is. I think you put a Frankie de Jong there instead of McTominay, you have a better team. You have a team that can pass through the lines much better from your midfield, and you have better link-up play. And I don't think McTominay offers loads to this team, to be honest. However, sit him on the bench with Van der Beek, the great duo, the great Dutch duo, I should say. I mean, look, United Live brings up Van der Beek there, and I think it's important to remember. I think Van der Beek can do this role of McTominay, but no, he doesn't get played there, and I don't know why, which leads me to believe there's something between McTominay and Fred that we don't see that keeps them playing together continuously. There must be. I also heard rumours that Barca are willing to sell. Well, yeah, the rumour is Xavi is willing to sell. Bruno Fernandes scored a worldie of a free kick in warm-up. Ronaldo, straight down the neck of the keeper. Yeah, the rumour is that Xavi sees Frankie de Jong as a sellable asset. Obviously, the club is in big debt, and he sees Frankie de Jong as someone who is sellable. They've got Sergio Busquets, who, look, despite his age, he's still a top player, isn't he? Doing it at the highest level still. You got player of the Nations League, was it? With Spain. So he's certainly still got a role in that Barcelona team, Sergio Busquets. And you got players like Pedri. You've got that Gavi. Gavi's a midfielder, isn't he? Nico. They've got loads of players that are coming in who can play and will want to play in that midfield area for Barcelona. And if you can get a 60, 70 million pound fee for a Frankie de Jong, especially when you're in so much debt and are still trying to rebuild despite being in so much debt, I think you kind of do it, don't you? Rumours saying we're bidding Ragnick for pot. Well, obviously the plan as always with being with Ralph Ragnick is that he sees us over until next season, and then next summer he goes upstairs into an advisory role where we then bring in a new full-time manager, whether that's Pochettino, whether that's I don't know, Julian Nagelsmann. I have a feeling we might look at Southampton's manager Ralph Hasenhüttl, who did Ralph Ragnick take over from Ralph Ragnick, or did Hasenhüttl take leave before Ragnick came in? One of the two. But from what I can tell, they have a good relationship with each other, Ragnick and Hasenhüttl. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're linked with him. Eric Ten Hag. All possible options. Or, I mean, depending on how well Ragnick gets on, maybe we see Ralph Ragnick stay long term as manager. It's interesting to consider, isn't it? It's interesting to consider. But I would imagine we will get a new long term manager next summer. That is not Ragnick, and in a way I want us to, because regardless of how well Ragnick gets on, I think he's best upstairs. We're in that advisory role, helping, getting the right staffing, helping the scouts get the right players in to suit this philosophy of Manchester United. But what I do hope from Ralph Ragnick, while he is manager, is that he gets over this bias of Marcus Rashford, because there is absolutely no reason Marcus Rashford should be in the team today. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. There is absolutely no way, unless both Anthony Martial, Edison Cavani, Jadon Sancho, Elanga, all Ahmad. I don't know where's Ahmad is, but Ahmad as well. Van der Beek, unless they're all not able to play 45 minutes, there is no reason that Marcus Rashford should be starting today, because he's been dreadful. And Greenwood can play up top, who starts today. So why can't Greenwood just go up top? Cavani's on the bench, Sancho's on the bench, Elanga's on the bench, Van der Beek's on the bench. Why are they all not starting over Marcus Rashford? And to me, it can only be, he's from the youth academy. He's Mr. Manchester United. He does all this amazing stuff. He has to play. He needs to get over that bias and that favouritism, because he's been dreadful. And I think he cost us. Well, not cost us, because obviously we won the game. But you take Rashford out of that game against Norwich, I think you put Cavani in there, you put Martial in there. I think we play better. I think we maybe win. We get a second or maybe a third and control the game better. But no. I mean, I don't know. Get Alan Shearer in the summer, because what Patrick has done with Patrick. No, don't. Why would you get Alan Shearer? Alan Shearer's a rogue shout. But look, we've got 10 minutes till kick off. Should we start getting some predictions underway? I'm going to go 2-0 United. I think that's the... Is that what I did in the preview, or did I go 3-0? Right, what did I say in the preview? Did I say 2 or 3-0? I said 3-0. Right, let's update that to 3 then. 3-0 United. Club went 2-0 United. No, you can't. You don't get Alan Shearer. Alan Shearer failed as a manager. He doesn't want to go. He wouldn't want to go back into management. I'm pretty sure either. No, he doesn't. I can tell you that for free. He doesn't. United. I'm gonna hope it's 4-1 United. Apparently Gary Neville said something about Ragnick. I think everyone at United can see he's something really special. Get his head right and fit him in. Constant, keep him consistent. Keep seeing new players around him. Keep him on track. You've got some... So Gary Neville's not very happy with Ralph Ragnick's tactics. And the issue is that you have to play a partner for Ronaldo. So I think Rashford and Ronaldo will be at the top. But I wonder if we will see a narrow front three of Rashford, Ronaldo and Greenwood. Wow. 1-0 United, Ronaldo, pen, says Avram. Let's hope we can get more than that. But I think it's interesting already that we see, what's his name? Gary Neville already going at Ralph Ragnick and his tactics, despite him never doing that for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, when, Ollie, we weren't keeping clean sheets, we weren't playing well, we weren't able to dominate football games and consistently try and break a low block, and we consistently struggled in really against, regardless of who we played. And yet Ralph Ragnick comes in. We've played 3 games under Ralph Ragnick, 2 of them we've won with clean sheets, and 1 was a complete B-side, and Gary Neville's already fucking going at him. I think it's a bit of a joke. He managed Newcastle 4 times for 4 days. You can't say failed. Right, where did he go after that then? I mean, I don't know how long Paul Scholes managed Oldham for. I would say he failed. Alan Shearer in the Premier League has managed 8 matches, 5 lost, 2 draws, 1 win. He failed. Shearer can train a pig to be dirty. Exactly. Some people just aren't managers. I don't want Wayne Rooney anywhere near the Manchester United job, but I'd much rather have him than Alan Shearer, that's for sure. But look, kickoff ain't far away. Right, let me tweet out the stream. I've just realised I didn't do that for the start of the game, for the start of the stream. Right. Right, there we go. And you're going 2-1 United live. You gotta have a clean sheet, surely. We've got to keep a clean sheet. But look, I mean, Newcastle do have a couple players that can cause issues. I mean, look, I'm a big fan of Callum Wilson. I think Callum Wilson is a player that will and does cause danger for teams. And I think when you've got a player like Callum Wilson, you've always got a chance. That ain't a new. That's a jacket. That's not the kit. It's a jacket. I quite like Newcastle's kit, but and I made it. What? Ooh, NG made it. Made it where? What? What was I saying? What I was saying. When you got Callum Wilson in the team, you're always possible of winning a game because Callum Wilson is a player. You give him one chance, he'll take it. I think he's a really good striker. You partner someone like that with an Alan St. Maximin, who is very, very good at creating something from nothing. I think you've always got a chance. So it'll be interesting to see how we get on. NG, have you got a prediction for the game before we kick off? Right, let's tweet that out. We're skeptical about watching today's match. Starting my internship in a few hours. Oh, that's not doesn't sound great for you, mate. I'm sure it'll go well. I'm sure it'll be fine. So again, just to go over the lineups for Manchester United today. It is David De Gea in goal, Dalot, Varane, Maguire, Telles, McTominay and Fred, Bruno Fernandes, Mason Greenwood, Cristiano Ronaldo and Marcus Rashford. Of course, if Rashford and Greenwood are swapped over, we'll swap that on the graphic when we find out. For Newcastle, it is this: Martin Dubravka, Javi Manquillo, Fabian Schär, Jamal Lascelles and Javi Manquillo. It's then a midfield three of Joel Linton, Jonjo Shelvey and Sean Longstaff, with Alan St. Maximin, Ryan Fraser flanking Callum Wilson up top. Come on, Ralph. Come on, Ralphie. Since this, it's a Boxing Day match, 9-0. Brilliant. Right. Let's get the predictions off the screen. Let's find the stopwatch. And we'll wait for kickoff. Come on. Right, Bruno with kickoff. So they take the knee. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous as fuck. I only managed to sleep 4 hours until now. Well, depending on the type of football we see today, you might be able to get a bit more sleep. And here we go. Away we go. And it's a long ball straight away. Right. Yeah, hold on. There we go. So timers should be synced up now. There we go. And out for the goal kick. POV, both teams are united. Your dad's 2-0. Today's result will determine my first day experience. Right, I'll get your others. Angie, do you want to put a proper score prediction in? Right, so it's a long ball. Maguire heads it back up towards the strikers. I'm just trying to find Mason Greenwood. Looks like Greenwood might be the central number 9, alongside Cristiano Ronaldo with Rashford out on the right. I mean, they might have just swapped for now because it would make more sense if Ronaldo... Oh, Maguire's missed the ball. Here comes Ryan Fraser, puts it in. Varane deals with it. You're 4-3. United. What I should say as well is while we're early on, please, obviously I'm watching on a delayed on because I'm on Sky Go. So if you're not going to sync your game timer up with mine, please don't put in scores. Put the score in the chat if someone scores or whatever, or don't hint towards it. So if, for example, Ronaldo scores, don't put, "Oh my God, Ronaldo." Or if we get a penalty, don't put, "How is the ref..." Well, something that would allude to it being a penalty. You get what I mean. If you do, we'll have to start blocking or timing people out. Not something we want to do, but I want to enjoy the game just as much as you guys do. So, thank you. Right, Varane. Maguire. Back to Varane. Goes long. Again, it's always long with this United team. Greenwood is still down the centre. So it looks like it might be Greenwood up top and Rashford on the right. So we'll swap that round here. But actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Greenwood there on that side and Ronaldo there, because it is Greenwood and Rashford down the same hand side. So what I assume will happen during this game is, if I swap them over here now, is that these two will chop and change throughout the game and really give Newcastle's left hand side, where I think that's Kraft or Javi Manquillo today, and Lachelle, something to think about. Because it means they can't just man mark one of them. Or you're going to see the centre-back playing at right wing, left-back at times, for example. Bruno into Telles. Cuts back inside and gives it into Maguire. Fred. Telles. Goes down the line. Newcastle really sitting off us, really. Fred had so much time there to try and pick a pass. He just gave it to Telles in the end, who went long to absolutely nobody. It's another goal kick. But look like Newcastle will sit off and kind of play like, look, we're going to let you diddle-daddle with it in the midfield. You try and beat us. Because Newcastle take a point, obviously. I have a flight to Manchester plus your dad at half one. How come you're going to Manchester? What are you doing in Manchester? Is there heavy rains in the UK? Just experienced flash floods near my housing area last week. Thank God I'm not affected. Wow, I hope that stays that way, NG. I hope rain/floods don't affect you. I mean, not where I've been. I think there's been some rain in places. I think pretty sure it's pissing it down earlier during the West Brom derby game. But nothing where I have been. Lovely ball out to Diego Dalot. Dalot, poor cross straight into the keeper's hands. Really poor cross from there from Diego Dalot. But what I was thinking, and I was having this kind of debate on Twitter. How good have Dalot and Telles been since coming in? Because I don't think they've been that. I think they've been all right. I don't think they've been amazing. I think they've been average. I mean, for example, here come Newcastle. Varane's been absolutely robbed of possession. Alan St-Maximin shoots! 1-0 Newcastle! Alan St-Maximin has scored. For fuck's sake. It's a great finish. Poor defending though. And we'll see it here again. Varane gets robbed of it. Poor St-Maximin. Dalot just lets him cut inside. It's awful from Dalot. Awful from Dalot. Dalot shows him on the inside. And it's a great finish by Alan St-Maximin. It's a great finish from St-Maximin. But it's 1-0 Newcastle. That's not Maguire's fault at all. For me. That's Dalot for me. For me, Dalot's... Look, we know what Alan St-Maximin wants to do there. He wants to cut inside. Dalot shows him lets him cut in by the way his body, because he's turned like this, been like, well, showing him all the outside space, but at the same time, there's no way to turn. He needs to be a bit more straight on, and dive in and make that tackle, but he lets him go. That's poor. Long day, long day. Let me update the score. Oh, no, no. And here comes Newcastle again. St-Maximin goes long to Callum Wilson. My God, it's a good long ball. And Alan St-Maximin already having a field day. Dalot, again, just backing off and giving him so much room. So poor. Awful start so far from Manchester United. Fucking hell. Christmas stream. Bit late for Christmas. We're on to the New Year festivities. You says hi, Grace. And look, people won't blame. People will look to blame Maguire there. Should Maguire do better? Maybe he could do better. But it's Varane that gets robbed of the ball, and it's Dalot who, St. Maximin is Dalot's man, who lets him cut inside so easily, doesn't try and put a tackle in, and yet we won't blame them because they're the new favourites at the moment. Again, St. Maximin getting hold of the ball and having an easy time of it. So far, St. Maximin has done more today than he's ever done against Wan-Bissaka. And yet, people always go on about how good Dalot is. He's 10 minutes in, he's been dreadful so far. An awful cross. And has been a liability defensively. But here he comes. But he'll put another cross in and people forget about that. McTominay, what the fuck is that? Get McTominay off! Oh my god. Maguire will go long. Dalot. That's a lovely ball from Joel Linton into Aiden St. Maximin, and Dalot is nowhere near him. Varane's having to come over because Dalot's gone fucking skiing. Fires Joel Linton, just fires wide from range. Fuck me. Awful so far. Awful. On Thursdays, do you know what's on Thursday nights? Fucking Europa League's on Thursday nights. Is it Thursday? No, it's Monday today, not Thursday. Well, let's hope it's a hat-trick's coming in. Because we fucking need it right now. Because 12 minutes in, we have been horrific. Absolutely horrific. Fucking hell. Lascelles heads it forward. We can't bring it down. Fred wins the header. Fred goes back into Maguire. So Ralph out. No. But I don't think we're playing well. Bruno. Lovely play. Great play with Greenwood. Rashford gives it away. I mean, I'm not going to. I won't blame him there. St. Maximin. Dalot makes a good tackle. Rashford picks it up. Go on, Marcus. Fuck it. He's rubbish, Rashford. He has so much space in front of you. Run into it. Get the cross in. No. Let me cut in and try and shoot. You're fucking useless. He's rubbish, Rashford. Rubbish. Maguire. Lovely ball to from Harry Maguire to Bruno. It's a poor ball looking for the on-running Fred. It's out for a throw-in. Bruno Tellez. Bruno. Poor ball into the box. Maguire to Varane. Dalot. McTominay. Into Dalot. Poor awful cross. Awful cross. It's just straight at the defender. Just straight at the defender from Dalot. Ronaldo. Wins a free kick, surely. No. Ronaldo stays down. But here is Joel Linton surging forward. Fred gets a... Does he get a touch on that? Where's Dalot? Dalot's jogging back. Varane saves Manchester United's blushes there with a good tackle on St. Maximan. What is going on? Rashford out, Sancho in. I'm already had enough of him. I literally cannot believe what he's done. For those who can't watch the game, this is what's just happened. Rashford got the ball, running, has all of this space free to run into. Obviously, compared to the actual picture, it's a lot more. It seems small, but you have to remember that the players are actually would be that small in reality. Got so much room to run into. Well, we'll make both of these smaller for a better example. Running into this space, there's so much room to run into. Tries to cut in, Ronaldo chop in, where you got the back four, or the back two, and the right back to come in, and loses the ball. Ball into the box, Cristiano Ronaldo can't get on the end of it. Ronaldo shaking his head. He's not happy about something. Whether it's just that he didn't get the ball or something tactical. Rashford cuts inside. Does well with Greenwood. Come on, Marcus. Fucking... Oh, he might just about get away with it. He got the ball stuck in his feet. No, it's a goal kick, apparently. No, it is a corner. I don't know what's going on. Come on. Maguire's up. So's Rafael Varane. It's official. Manchester United have scored the fewest goals from set pieces this season. We've scored 0. Come on then, Harry. We brought you because you're good in the air. Nope. Don't even go up for it. Fred, awful touch. And Bruno picks it up just in front of the halfway line. We go long, straight back into the box. No one can win it. What the fuck is that? It's so bad, isn't it? This goal. Varane should have it. Should loses out. Maguire's chasing over. Dalot lets him cut in so easily. It's awful from Diego Dalot. And it's a good hit. I'm actually hearing people saying Harry Maguire's at fault for that. Embarrassing. Awful from Dalot, really. And it's poor from Varane. Terrible from Dalot for me defensively. Should get a foot in. He opens the space up for him by running out wide, opening the space up for him to cut in. Maguire then has to try and fill that space Dalot opens, and he just smashes it in. Great finish from St. Maximan, but it's awful from Dalot, letting him have that space and time. Look, it's not amazing from Maguire, but he's not really done anything wrong. And it's very, very poor from Rafael Varane to lose the ball in the first place. Rashford. Go on, Marcus. You're going to get the cross in? Poor cross. There's a corner for United. One of the greatest crosses by Rashford, straight into a Newcastle player, but it's better, I guess. And it's not just giving the ball away for giving the ball away sake like we usually see. But look, it's all up. We're all up against it now. Newcastle have something to hold on to, and we've seen in the last few games how to beat Newcastle. Well, I mean, Liverpool went a goal down against Newcastle, to be fair. And obviously then they won the game and comfortably really won the game. Will United be able to do it? We saw Man City how to deal with them. Can we do that? And look, we're 20 minutes in here and it's been awful. It's not been a very good game, has it? Martin Dubravka goes long. Jonjo Shelvey goes back to Martin Dubravka. And this is how Newcastle will play. They'll make it scrappy. They're not going to try and out-football us. We know that. They're going to make the game scrappy. They're going to just hit long. Be direct. Get it to St. Maximin as much as possible. And when you have someone who is defensively, we'll say weak, as Diogo Dalot, up against Alan St. Maximin, you're going to be in trouble. Just think back to Villarreal when we saw Dalot versus Danjuma. Danjuma. How easy of a game Danjuma had. Because Dalot just weren't there and isn't good enough defensively. St. Maximin's going to have a field day. And 20 minutes in, he already has had a field day. Got his goal. And in every Newcastle's done well in this game. And they've been the better team. Alan St. Maximin has been at the heart of that. Even there. Dalot gets beaten to the ball by St. Maximin. Tellez will just pick the ball up there well, though. Fred turns on the ball. Poor pass looking for Cristiano Ronaldo. Just not... Both... Oh, look, as good as Fred and McTominay... Oh, fucking hell, Fred. Here comes Jonjo Shelvey for Newcastle. Jonjo Shelvey goes for goal. David De Gea with a good save. Pushes out for a throw-in. McTominay's down injured. Fred skipped past. And then the midfield is just open and free. And this is the issue with playing just two in midfield two. That's a good save by De Gea. A routine save. You'd expect De Gea to save that. But he does well. Punches it away to safety and out for a throw-in. And hopefully McTominay... Look, in a way, I want to say hopefully McTominay is alright. And I hope he is. But let's hope he gets taken off. Because he's not started the game well. And we need someone in that midfield who's a bit better on the ball than Scott McTominay and Fred. And we've got that on the bench in both Nemanja Matic and Donny van der Beek. Sorry about the squeaking chair as well. Right, so they're thrown to Newcastle. They're going to go long into the box, aren't they? We know that. Because, like I said, they're going to make it... They're going to make the game scrappy. That's the whole point of this Newcastle team, to make this game scrappy. Don't let... But we're not... And we have to not let him do that. The ball goes long in. Dalot heads it away. But a free kick on by Jamal Lascelles. Well, a foul committed by Jamal Lascelles to win a free kick on Cristiano Ronaldo, I think it was. Right, so De Gea will go long for United. Lovely ball out to Diego Dalot. Dalot cuts inside, finds Ronaldo. Sorry, Greenwood, Rashford, Dalot, Ronaldo. Looks back for Dalot. And Dalot fouls Longstaff in the midfield there. And that's exactly what Newcastle want. Cheap free kicks. And Eddie Howe, Jason Tisdall, just saying, calm down, boys. Calm down. Jamal, Fabian Schär goes long. Maguire wins the header. Donjo Shelby heads it back in. Fred wins the second ball. Bruno Fernandes can't pick it up. Ball goes forward. Callum Wilson does well, but Fred kicks it away. Rashford flicks it forward to absolutely nobody. United can't get the ball down. Alan St. Maximin up against Diego Dalot now. McTominay comes in to help out. Both of them useless. Both of them useless. And if it weren't for McTominay grabbing hold of St. Maximin, and for me that looked like a foul, St. Maximin would have done them both. But we get away with it. Bruno Fernandes chasing down the ball. Dubravka goes into John Joe Shelby. Out wide. And Newcastle so far, the better team for me. And Telles will give it back to De Gea, you'd imagine, and he does. He goes into Raphael Varane. And look, if we look at the stats, 26 minutes in, while Newcastle, look, only 28% of the ball. 3 shots, 2 goals. 3 shots, 2 on target, 1 goal. We've had 1 shot. And look at our pass accuracy. We're trying to play, like, actually, well, just that. We're trying to play. We're trying to play ball. And yet we've got a pass accuracy of 78%. That's dreadful. They're playing long ball. And the optimistic balls. And they've got 59. It's not, they're not a million miles away. You look at Man City, 91%. Liverpool, 85%. Long ball in. Lascelles beat Varane in the air there. St. Maximin up against Diego Dalot. Absolutely skinned again there. But McTominay gets back well. Ball comes in. Varane clears. Fucking hell. Here's an interesting stat for you. 69% of Newcastle's attacks have come down their left-hand side. We are playing a necessary ball forward where we could have. I mean, that is Man United, though, isn't it? Long ball from Maguire. St. Maximin owns Man United. St. Maximin. Oh yeah. Oh no. I don't deny that. I don't think Rashford's that good. I'll scream that for as long as I live. I don't rate Marcus Rashford all that highly. To say, I'll say this: if right now someone offered me 50 million for Anthony Martial and 30 million for Rashford, I'm taking 30 million for Rashford. Rashford wants a penalty. Rashford, how has he not won the ball back there? He's rubbish, Rashford. He's absolutely rubbish. If St. Max was had better end product, he could be one of the best wingers in the league. I agree. I mean, that is always St. Maximin's and Adama Traore's in a sense problem. Their end product isn't that, but Alan St. Maximin is fucking what is absolutely amazing. You face him 1v1, you're gonna lose most of the time. Which is, I mean, you just look at Dallo today. He's been absolutely dreadful. St. Maximin's had Dallo on toast every single time. But, I mean, I can't even... Did St. Maximin even play last time? St. Maximin didn't... He did play against us the first time we played him. What about last season? Did St. Maximin play last season? He did. And what about when we beat him 4-1 at the start of the season? He did. He played it in all of the games. Not once can I remember him ever really causing any problems for Wan-Bissaka. But he's been all over Dallo today. Why is that? Because Dallo's meant to be this amazing player that I'm always told that he is. VAR on penalty. I don't think it was. You'd be very, very... I assume it's that Rashford cross. You'd be very, very lucky to get anything for that. At the best of times. But what I don't get about Rashford is... He's playing on the right-hand side. What? Fucking hell, Maguire. That's a dodgy ball to Tellez. He's on the right-hand side, and he's right-footed. Yet he still keeps cutting in, but then to cross it on his left, which he isn't very good on his left. I don't get it. Bravka goes long. Dallo doesn't have pace or agility to keep up with what would... Wan-Bissaka would do much better. Of course he would. He's a better player than Dallo. I'll shout this to the houses. Dallo, the reason people rate Dallo so much is because what he'll do is he'll do some over the top ball, or he'll put a cross into the box. It won't reach anyone. It won't beat to anyone. But because he puts that cross into the box, and it's something Wan-Bissaka doesn't do often, or anywhere near often enough, it's all of a sudden, oh, Dallow's amazing. Look, where is Dallow? St. Maximin, their best players, running at Varane, who, yes, he gave the ball away. Varane's back. Maguire's back. Even Tellez was back. But where is Diego Dallo? Or I remember again, was it against Norwich? Dallo had turned, got into a box and turned and had an awful shot. Well, let's not say it's awful. It was on target, but it was a shot that was never ever going to go in. But he gets praised for it because like, oh, Wan-Bissaka wouldn't do that. Well, Wan-Bissaka probably gave it back out to the wide player, and we maybe get a cross in. We might score from that cross instead of having a wasteful shot straight at the keeper with like no power. But because Dallow's doing all this attacking, it's all right because it's such a difference between what Wan-Bissaka does. And people want Trent. People want Reece James, and can't just have a fullback that is very sound defensively, despite the fact they don't get support from our fullback, our wingers. I mean, I saw someone earlier saying, "Oh, it's not Dallow's fault. Rashford's not helping him." It's almost as if they forget that this is the same wingers that Wan-Bissaka and Shaw had all season. Yeah, we didn't use that excuse then when we were conceding goals. It's only when the new favourite, the new fancy toy is exposed because of the problems we've had for a while that it becomes an issue. It's like, I mean, the same way when it comes to Ronaldo not getting loads of chances. People are saying, oh, Ronaldo's the issue that United aren't scoring loads of goals and we're not creating loads of chances. No, we haven't created loads of chances for this season, all of this season, before or after Ronaldo, or last season. The only difference is it's now not Martial not getting these chances, and we can't. They're allowed to say Martial's awful. But when it's Cristiano Ronaldo, you can't say, oh, Cristiano Ronaldo's the issue. Ronaldo's awful, can you? So the actual issue is seen, and it's kind of, oh, it's another problem when that problem's always been the case. Joel Linton, Alan St. Maximan. Callum Wilson's in! 2-0! Offside flag goes up. Offside flag is up, please. Yeah, don't overrule it. He is offside. He is offside. He's miles off. Here comes Newcastle again. Tellez, good tackle. Fred moves it out to Bruno Fernandes, who goes long looking for Rashford. It's a fucking long ball. Long ball after long ball after long ball. Ronaldo's pissed off. You can see him that he's having a bit of a sulk there. Maguire. McTominay. Scott. What are you going to do with the ball? Ronaldo. Greenwood. Rashford. Wins a free kick. Well played there, Rashford, to be fair. I mean, we're lucky it was a free kick because I think I don't think it's a good. It's not a good first touch. And if Rashford doesn't get fouled there, Lascelles picks the ball up because of the poor first touch. To be honest, that's me being honest, but he wins the free kick, so well played. But look, I mean, people watch this and still say Martial's the issue. I just don't see it. Lovely ball over the top. Greenwood. Oh, Greenwood and Ronaldo. There's no communication there. Dubravka did well. We're so shit. We are so shit. Bruno. Maguire. Bruno goes long. Michelle's easy. Deals with it. Dallo takes it down. Loses the ball. Bruno. He's coming central a lot more. Here is Diogo Dallo. No. Could have gave it to Bruno. But we'll cross it into absolutely nobody. And a play goes down. Is that Lascelles has gone down? Because the Ronaldo would have been offside. We tried that chip over the top and catch him off guard. Like the best example I can give you is Martial against what's it called? Against Manchester City a few years ago. Right, Rashford, Maguire, Palace, Brad, McTominay, Bruno got to score. How have he not scored? He wants a penalty. No, he's given offside. He's saying it would have been offside. We'll see it back. Right, Ronaldo was miles off when he flicked the ball through to Bruno Fernandes. I don't think it would have been a penalty anyway. I think you're asking a lot to be given a penalty there. Oh yeah, it's never a penalty. What can you say? Honestly, what can you say to this sort of rubbish? It's shocking. Bruno, don't go long, Bruno. I mean, we've actually got no one for him to play it to, really, apart from go long. We are terrible. Honestly, we are. Oh, Callum Wilson just dancing around players. He fell. Well, no one really near him. I don't know if he picked something up because of someone else, but I mean, I don't know if did someone catch him slightly? I don't know. But we've got a minute left of this first half. This first half has flown by. But there will be 4 minutes of added time. Can we get an equaliser in that 4 minutes? I highly doubt it, but a man can dream. A man can dream. And this isn't good for Newcastle. Callum Wilson's a big and an important part to how Newcastle play, and will be a big part of how they look to stay up. They've just got to hope that it's nothing serious. It doesn't look good for him. We know Callum Wilson is injury prone. This have to be the shittest 45 minutes I have ever spent. I mean, we've seen some shockers under Ollie, but this must be up there, yeah. I'm sorry, but we don't suit this formation with our current midfield and attackers. I mean, look, I've always said the 4-2. Well, look, we've built a squad for a 4-2-3-1, haven't we? The formation we're actually playing isn't too dissimilar to that. Because all it is moving that 10 to a number 9, and Bruno then plays out on the left. I think the system would be much better with Bruno playing as that front 2 and being the man that drops into that role. Like, you need one of them strikers to do at times to kind of make it then a 4-2-3-1. But then Bruno, who wants to get into this sort of area anyway, can. But I mean, we seem to refuse to do that, to instead play Bruno Fernandes. This midfield is too empty once we lose the ball. Yeah, well, yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, I do agree. The midfield is empty, and yeah, we get bypassed far too easy. And it's like, I can't remember what chance it was, but there was a time where it was McTominay went down injured, and Fred got skipped past, and it was just the back line. And that's when then you want like a Bruno Fernandes in the midfield to then kind of try and keep up with them. And if you have a Bruno there, then what that also means, we'll just put Ronaldo, we'll just do that for the time being. Instead of, well, without Bruno there, you got both of these players trying to like come up, because you have one kind of playing that number 10 role and then one the supporting role when you have your two strikers there. You can have instead with Bruno there, you've already got your number 10, so only one of them needs to come, and then you become sort of this 4-3-3 with Fred in this case being that sitting player that will run up and down, while Bruno can kind of stay and kind of being more of a free role like we see of like maybe like Kevin De Bruyne, or currently Bernardo Silva. But instead, we don't have that. And so you're right. The midfield, if one of them gets to get past, both of them do. Especially when, if let's say it's McTominay running through the ball, he's the one that gets tackled. In that number 10 role. You've only got Fred trying to cover. Whereas if it's Bruno with the ball in that number 10 role, oh, he loses the ball, does he? Oh, don't worry, we've got these two there. Don't Ralph play a 4-3-3-2? I mean, I don't know loads about Ralph Rangnick, but I believe he does. If not, he better start. I mean, he's certainly gone to a 4-3-3 at times this season. Whether or not he will in the second half, I highly doubt, but it'll be interesting to see. And Callum Wilson's off. And Jacob Murphy's on. But it's half time. It's half time. Manchester United 0. Newcastle United 1. My God. My God. What can we say about that first half of football? Up against the second worst team in the league, having had 2 weeks without a game due to COVID, and yet we're losing and have been the worst team. And let's try and put a bit more context on this performance so far from United. Newcastle and Eddie Howe are one of the worst defensive sides. Eddie Howe, whether it's been at Bournemouth or at Newcastle, have always had a problem with keeping clean sheets and defensively being poor. They've looked fucking amazing so far. And look, I mean, I keep saying it. There is, of course, a bit of leeway we have to have with this manager and Ralph Rangnick, in the sense that Ralph is trying to play something so different to everybody else. So you got to be realistic in that sense. Be like, you're not going to change it instantly, but that is pathetic. That's not acceptable. And the system, there clearly is an issue with this system at the moment. Call me biased because I'm a massive Anthony Martial fan. But what is this man doing to justify playing each week? What is he doing? Because I don't see a thing. What is Greenwood done today? Why is Bruno playing every week still on the left-hand side? It doesn't work. Doesn't suit him at all. You lose so much of what Bruno Fernandes is good at when you put him on that left-hand side and take him out of this middle. You lose so much about what he's about. You leave these two. You leave the game. Well, leave these two with so much to do, which they're not capable of doing. These two are not anywhere near good enough on the ball. To play as a two on their own with this sort of space in front of them. And whether it's Greenwood, whether it's Rashford or Ronaldo dropping in to this space as a number 10 to help them, they're not that amazing at hold up play either. But if you're gonna have someone doing this, you want either Bruno Fernandes, who is a natural number 10, and can all pretty much play as a forward, as a false nine. I mean, we've literally seen Bruno Fernandes play as a false nine for Manchester United before. Or you want someone like Anthony Martial, who will hold the ball up, who is very, very good at holding the ball up. You don't want Mason Greenwood or a Marcus Rashford, who aren't very good at holding the ball up, who want balls over the top to run onto. You don't want them players in this sort of system. I think you look at Ralph Rangnick teams of the past, and they haven't had that. They've had someone who, you look at the RB Leipzig team. You have Josef Poulsen, you have Timo Werner. Josef Poulsen is a sort of a target man, someone you can hit with the ball, he can bring it down, and has great hold-up play and can give it off to a Timo Werner who will run through and goal. You have your Timo Werner and a Cristiano Ronaldo who run on and score goals. But you have then more Timo Werners in Greenwood and Rashford. You want, instead of a Greenwood, you want an Anthony Martial. You want an Edison Cavani. Someone you can hit, who will hold the ball up, pin his man, and play the ball through. That's what you want, but we're not getting it. But look, alright, I'm going to quickly go refill my drink. Actually, no, scratch that. After that first half, I'll treat myself. I got this. So I'll have one of these. To be fair, this is only the second or third match for Ralph with this lineup. I agree, and that's what I kind of mean by you've got to be not optimistic. You've got to be realistic in the sense that we're not going to be playing amazing straight away, but at the same time, there's standards, and this is way below standard. I don't care whether it's your first game or your 50th game. To be playing like this is unacceptable. Look, when it comes to this Man United lineup, you rightly said this is only the second or third game. Get rid of it. Get rid of this sort of lineup. Because what we're seeing at the moment, I mean, if this is Ralph Rangnick's ideal team, well, I'd be shocked. Well, I'm shocked. Because this is the same team that Michael Carrick was using, because Wan-Bissaka and Shaw were injured. The only difference between this team and the team Carrick was using is Lindelof isn't playing and Varane is. And why is that? Because Varane was injured and Jadon Sancho was playing. Well, I mean, Green was playing at times. Whether that was for Sancho or whoever. It's the same team. There's nothing new. If we make changes at half time, at least I know we still have a chance of winning. Else I'm going back to bed. I wouldn't be surprised. Gary Neville has said they're a bunch of whinge bags. I'm not going into names. And look, I think a lot of people, I think, has favourites. I think you've got to get a time. I think a lot of people have favourites in this team. There's a lot of problems with this team. And we have a lot of favourites. And people refuse to identify the real problems. Why? Oh look, I'm not gonna tell you what to think, but you look at when we were at our very, very best. The best football we've played under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That was after lockdown. Well, I've got the shirt on. When we were in this shirt, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first full season after lockdown. That was when we played our best football. Who's missing today was absolutely pivotal in how we played. Martial. We never played really good football last season. This season, we haven't. Apart from the open half hour against Crystal Palace. I thought we played well against not Everton, the opening first few minutes. Who played in that Everton game? Martial in the first half. I mean, Gary Neville saying there, they got the last manager sacked, they'll get the next the next manager sacked. That lot, if they carry on like that. I mean, Martial's not there. But yet, all we hear, we hear this, but yet all we hear is Martial's got an attitude problem. Martial's lazy. Martial's this, Martial's that. Martial's always the problem. Yet, we've just seen that, and Martial's not in the squad. Yet, I still haven't had anyone call out Marcus Rashford on how pitiful he's been, not just today, but all season. Yet, no one will blame him. But you change Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial, I can guarantee people would be. It is what it is. Sancho and Cavani now going through some pretty intense warm-ups. And apparently, Thingy's going to come on. If I load this up, no. Right, we'll load that. I wonder why that is. Because they're getting a field day down there. They're not even worried about Alex Telles and how bad he could be defensively. Because they're like, why would I bother? We're having so much fun just exploiting Diego Dallo. Time after time after time after time again. And they're getting success every single time. And it's laughable. Okay, there is subs. We are saved. I fucking hope there is subs. So Sancho's on. And Greenwood's off for Cavani. Rashford stays on. Fred's off? Fuck off. Bruno's playing midfield. Fucking hell. We're gonna get fucked. We're getting fucked. Bruno Fernandes and McTominay in the midfield too. Fucking hell. I don't even know what to say. Here comes Alan Saint-Maximin. Not even a minute into this first half. Bruno gets back well. Dallo's... Now he's back. We're going to get absolutely ruined in this first half. In this game now. By the way. Just to let you all know. So there we go. So Greenwood off. Fred off. There we go. We'll update that here as well. So Cavani there. They've just missed a sitter, by the looks of it. I don't know what's happened, but someone's got their heads in their hands. Timer, I fucked it all. Thank you for reminding me about the timer. There we go. Timer sorted. Oh, time is not even close to being right. I'm a whole 2 minutes behind. Ball comes in. Cavani can't get hold of it. There we go. Time is now sorted. You got a Discord? No. Oh, I've got like a personal one, but I don't have a proper one. Rashford shoots from range, straight down the neck of Dubravka, but he does have to push it over. So it's not too bad from Rashford. Bruno. And again, it's like I was saying about Dallo earlier. A shot like that will get some people going mental. But oh my god, Rashford's so good. Did you see that shot? It's never going in. That shot, he could do that 100 times. I think he scores twice. I've got one, but I don't use it. Like, I started using it in the summer, but then I just stopped. I need to start using it again, really. We'll see this save from De Gea again. It's a really good save by De Gea. Ball came across. St. Maximin got a touch. We're lucky. It's not a great connection from St. Maximin, really. All my social links that I have should be in the description. Yeah, all my socials, my Twitter and my Instagram is in the description, mate. Alongside of a donation button, if any of you would like to do that. Obviously, you don't feel like you have to. Here's Maguire. Varane. Sancho. Cuts inside, goes into Harry Maguire. Maguire, can he go that long ball to Diego Dallo? He does. Here is Dallo. Loses the ball to Javi Manquillo. And here come Newcastle. McTominay gets across well. Does he win a free kick or is it a throw into Newcastle? I think he wins a free kick. A little kick from Joel Linton. Right, Bruno and Telles standing over this free kick. Telles puts the ball in. Maguire wins the header. Jamal Lascelles heads it clear. Ronaldo on the edge of the box. Goes for goal! Wide. Does it take a deflection? Or was it just wide? I think it was just wide. Right, I mean, it was fairly, quite convincingly wide, but... Dubravka goes long. Jacob Murphy wins the head on. But it's out for a throw and Dallo will take it. Cavani to Sancho into McTominay. Gets it across the Telles. Rashford does well. Ronaldo, poor first time ball, but he gets pulled back for a free kick for United on a foul on Rashford. Bruno. McTominay into Rashford. Cuts inside. Goes to Varane. Good pressing by Newcastle. Varane just does enough to find Maguire. Sancho's in so much space and Maguire can find him. And he does. It's a good touch by Sancho. Sancho, awful from Jadon Sancho. Took a good first touch, but the second touch was poor. And the cross was even worse. Need better there from Jadon Sancho, to be honest. Come on. I mean, has it been a better second half from United? You'd probably say it has, but I'm not sure. McTominay wins the header. Cavani does well. Goes into Tellez. It's a poor ball, but Tellez does pick it up. Maguire. De Gea. Varane. Varane does well and just enough to win a throw-in. But Newcastle and the two, look at them. They're well up for it. Newcastle smell blood here. They smell blood. And they smell 3 points. It's embarrassing, really, isn't it? Good interception by McTominay. Oh, good defending by Lascelles. But McTominay picks it up. Rashford to Ronaldo. Sorry, Bruno will go long for Jadon Sancho. It's a great ball into Jadon Sancho, who takes on Javi Manquillo. Finds Cavani. Shot wide. Much better from United, though. Sancho there causing more, well, doing more than Rashford and Greenwood combined had done on that right hand side. Pulled it back to Edison Cavani, who fires wide. Cavani goes down. Free kick not given. Dallo, good interception, gives the ball away, but wins a throw-in. Maguire. Fucking hell. Who was that to, Harry? Just goes absolutely, just sends it long. I guess it's an attempt to try and pack him in. But I'm not sure about that. It's a long ball. Joel Linton flicks it forward. Jacob Murphy in a race against Maguire. Maguire goes back into De Gea. Moves it to Tellez. Tellez tries to chop out. Ronaldo's absolutely just kicked somebody. Fuck me. Ronaldo goes into the book. That could be a red. I think that I wouldn't be surprised if VR reviews that and sends him off. I would not be surprised at all. He's absolutely just levered him. I don't know how much contact he makes. And I don't think he's trying to. So I guess that's why he gets away with it. John Joe Shelby goes short into Ryan Fraser. Newcastle player falls at the edge. That's a poor cross from Ryan Fraser. Telles. Rashford. Back to Telles. Bruno. Poor from Bruno Fernandes. McTominay. To Bruno. Sanchez made a good run. Fucking overhit by Bruno. I'm fed up of him. Get him off. Get Bruno Fernandes off. All he's doing is hitting these long balls. It's this. Boom. 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 How about a bit of that? Bit of football. Let's play football rather than rugby. Just long ball every time. Here's Alan St. Maximan. Absolutely tearing this left-hand side up. And it's only a slip that gets Dallo off. Off the hook there. Dallo can't clear it. Well blocked by Joel Linton. Dallo goes long. Lascelles wins the header. Varane flicks it forward. Ronaldo takes it down. Newcastle with the ball in the halfway line. Jamal Lascelles brings it forward. Murphy. Joel Linton. Out for a Newcastle throw. Man United throw, sorry. Maguire into Rashford. Rashford, can he cross the ball? Fuck me, he's rubbish. Please get Marcus Rashford off the football pitch. I never want to see him play for Man United again. He's awful. He's awful. Has so much room, and on his left foot, the foot that he, in the first half, he keeps trying to cut in on. He tries to cross it in, but sends it out for a throw and looking more like a shot. I'm so bored of him. Maguire into Rashford. Go on, Marcus, do something. I bet he gives the ball away. Oh no, he gave it easy to Bruno. It won't. We'll lose it soon. Next time, Bruno or Rashford touch the ball in an area of any difficulty, I bet they lose it. Bruno currently at left back. Welcome to the FSS Beer Reviewing channel. Well, today we've got a Budweiser. It's alright. American beer. I believe it's American, at least. Good drink. Helps you get through these rough times of watching Manchester United have to play football. And here comes Newcastle. Oh, shit. Joel Linton surging forward. He's waiting for the run of Fraser. And he gets the run of Fraser. And De Gea saves, denies Fraser at his front post. Again, it's a save you'd expect De Gea to make. But the fact that he's having to make it, the Bradkers had nothing like that. And here's Marcus Rashford. Rashford, can you find someone, Marcus? Can you find someone? No, he loses the ball. He tries too much and shoots. And he's awful. What is he doing there, Rashford? Find the pass. Play Cavani in. Play Ronaldo in. No, he goes on a run. He beats one or two players and shoots into a wall of more players because he's run into danger trying to take people on. Sancho. Tellez. Maguire out to Sancho. Bruno Fernandes. Sorry, that's Dallo, not Sancho. Bruno. Can he get the cross in? No. And here we could be fucked if Newcastle play their cards right. Bruno Fernandes, our central midfielder's on the floor. Dallo, well played. Well played, Dallo. Dallo gives away the free kick. Lets us regroup. Well played. It's so depressing. It's so depressing. Because Rashford, he has a lot of ability. But so did Theo. Well, did Theo Walcott? We'll say he did. Theo Walcott did. But he has the intelligence of a watermelon. Look at St. Maximin here. Brilliant. And good save by De Gea. Sees the danger, see where the danger is, uses his dribbling ability to avoid that danger and get the shot away. Rashford will run, beat a couple players. There will be a group of players. That's where the danger for him is of losing the ball, and will still run into it. Good play there by Rashford, wins a free kick. But, I mean, realistically, it's good defending by, I think that's Millcraft, is it? Yeah, lets Newcastle get back in position. John Joe Shelby. St. Maximin. This midfield is so open. Oh, great play there by Joel Linton. Javi Manquillo. Just wide. How many do you think we'll concede today by the end of it? Will it be 3 or 4? Maguire's gone into the book for some hint I've seen on Twitter. I just want to go into hiding watching this. I really do. At least we've had 9 shots apparently. Oh, I think they make that number. I think they're making that number up. I mean, we've only had 2 of them on target. There's Harry Maguire going into the book. A late one on, I think was it St. Maximin? We are awful. We are awful. You've got to laugh or you'd cry. It looks like at this rate we're not creating anything. It feels like we'll concede yeah. Every time we attack, the turnover from Newcastle is much better. And it feels, you're right, it feels like every time they break on us, they'll score. And it's embarrassing that that is the case. They are, well, we'll put it like this. If you get rid of the teams, I mean, I can't, well, I can't blank the Newcastle and Man United from the graphic. You get rid of the teams and you just show them this game. You don't tell them who's who, where they are in the league. You just show them this game, and ask them who's the team fighting relegation and who's the one that should be competing for top 4 Champions League football and for the Premier League. They'll tell you Newcastle are the better team because they have been. We've been embarrassing. Joel Linton has bossed this midfield. Him and John Joe Shelby have bossed this midfield while we have been dreadful. The only positive from today so far is that England aren't going into another national lockdown. Well, until at least the new year. That's the only positive, and that has nothing to do with Man United. Look at us. Maguire. McTominay. Back to Maguire. Bruno. It's a lovely ball out to Diego Dalot. Can he get a good cross in? By Cavani, good block. Come on, Cavani! Come on! 1-0! Have we deserved the goal? No, but it's great play by Manchester United. And it's a great ball from Bruno Fernandes out to Diego Dalot, who made a good run. It's a good cut back from Dalot into Edinson Cavani, who's in so much space. The first shot is blocked, but it falls back to Edinson Cavani. Come on! Come on. We're back in it. We haven't deserved it. And we've played dreadfully, but we're back in it, and that's the main thing. You can see Maximin there. See Maximin causing fucking issues again. McTominay. What the fuck is Rashford still doing on bring on Van der Beek? He loves Rashford. They all love Rashford. I don't know. Must be in something in the contract. You've got to play Marcus Rashford if you are a Manchester United manager. It's probably good for PR. Dalot. Poor from Dalot, but just about gets it to Maguire. Maguire going long again for Cavani. It's like he expects for Cavani to bring it down with his head. Varane goes long, looking for Bruno. He's made the run. He flicks it, looking for Cavani. Cavani was just a little bit too late. McTominay. What? The throwing goes to Newcastle. Don't know about that, ref. Cavani said, check your eyes, mate. Check your eyes. But I don't think we're going to see Van der Beek on today. I think you're more likely to see a Matic come on. And if he comes on, I would say it would be, if Matic comes on, I think it would be for Ronaldo. And I think he would go for the 4-3-3. Keep Rashford on the left, Cavani as a central striker, Sancho on the right, and McTominay and Fred. And McTominay and Matic and Bruno as a midfield three. Matic sitting and McTominay and Bruno, pushing forward. So here comes Miguel Almiron for Ryan Fraser. Fraser not been great today, so probably rightly comes off. What? It's a throw-in. Throw-in to United. I just saw Dallo pick the ball up on the field, like during play. I'm like, what's going on? Cavani. Good play by Cavani. Into Bruno. And look, I mean, you watched Cavani today. Lovely ball from Rashford into Tellez. Ball comes in. Cavani! The Shells clears it. Not a great contact by Cavani. Great play there by Rashford, to be fair. And Tellez, just, I don't know. It's a really good ball into the box. I just feel like you maybe want a little bit more on it. And I think that sort of the lack of pace on it, in a way, is what gave Dubravka a chance at getting it. Which is why I think Cavani kind of, it was like he almost sort of thought, oh, Dubravka hasn't got it, and then last minute realised, oh bloody hell, he's missed it. And I think a little bit more pace on it, Cavani probably scores there. Mark Goldbridge after Cristiano Ronaldo scores a 98th minute Norwich goal against Norwich, amputees under 9 to win the game. What are you on about, mate? Maguire, Varane. Just kicks it into the middle. But McTominay picks it up. Bruno. Tellez. Rashford's there. No, we're going to Varane. Maguire. Rashford loses the ball to Miguel Almiron. Graft does well. Longstaff, really long ball. And here, Jacob Murphy up against Diego Dallo. Murphy beats him. Absolutely all ends up awful today, Dallo. Got the assist, or I think he might not get the assist for the goal, Dallo. But apart from for that cross into Cavani, he's been dreadful. Rutic now. Does that mean Matic is coming on? Matic is coming on. McTominay's down, so yeah. It makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense. So Matic is on there. What's going on here then? Matic. Bruno. United would 3 midfield combo in a match. Never broken. Matic. Lovely ball into Cavani. Goes into Rashford. Moves into Jadon Sancho. Awful ball from Sancho looking for Tellez out wide. I think this second half we have seen a lot more of the formation where you got this. Where we're seeing the fullbacks getting forward. Which is what Ralph Rangnick wants to see. Long ball. No, I can't bring it down. Maguire heads it forward. Joelinton wins it. But Maguire into Marcus Rashford. Runs in, bounces it off Shelby, but just about gets away with it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo into Rashford. Rashford looks to put the cross in. But no one's there. But it's good play there from Rashford, to be fair. He has to make the first time cross. And it's not his fault no one's in there. That's where you want a Cristiano Ronaldo sort of to be. Instinctively. Bruno. Just gives it to Maguire. He's got so much time. There's just no options for him. It just ends up going back to Bruno. And at the moment, we're seeing Matic playing on the halfway line. He's the furthest player back, Matic. Any predictions still on? No, not really. I mean, oh no, sorry. United Lives 2-1. Bang on right now. Very much on. Sancho's made a good run. Ball comes in. Cavani, I don't know if he got the flick on it or not, but Newcastle were just about get away with it and go long. St. Maximin brings it down against Varane, but Maguire mops up. My God, Varane's not had a good game at all. Maguire, lovely ball into Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo looking for a bit of space to get the shot away, but can't find it. Bruno, lovely ball into Sancho. Sancho brings it down, but can't get the cross in. But the linesman now gets the flag up. So it would have been offside. Oh, St. Maximin could be in a bit of trouble here. He started hobbling after the duel with Varane and Maguire. But there was no contact on him, which is a bit, in a way, worse. It would suggest it's a muscle injury. But just looking back on that chance of St. Maximin at the start of this first half. Look, again, it's a good save by De Gea. St. Maximin has to score it. He has to score it. It's a sitter for him. It's an absolute sitter. How has he not scored it? You're not getting lucky there. But it's 8 minutes in. Well, 8 minutes left, really. We need to go. Dwight Gale's on for St. Maximin. Come on. If we can't concede another to Newcastle. So it's all about, can we get the win? Alan Shearer, look, watching on. He must be quite happy with how Newcastle have played. They've given it their all. And that's really what Newcastle fans want from this, at bare minimum. They know they shouldn't really be winning this game. John Joe Shelby shoots from range. De Gea easily collects. I'm sure we'll have some people saying that Dean Henderson would have swept that up before the shot came. Just hoping someone bites. Matic is almost dropped into the back three. Into a back three. Bruno's telling Maguire, go! Get it gone! Get it forward! Joel Lint, a quality interception. And Newcastle come again. Jacob Murphy. Varane does well. And again. And here comes Jadon Sancho into Rashford. Loses the ball, but somehow regains it. Here is Sancho. Looks for the ball out to Ronaldo, but couldn't find it. Five minutes. Has Ronaldo had a chance today? Has he? Bruno. Goes long. Lovely ball to Dubravka from Bruno there. Nice one, Bruno. 10 shots for Newcastle, 12 for us. 7 on target compared to 4. We've had 17 touches in their box. They've had 14. We've had 40% possession more than them. Well, that's not very good, Varane. Eddie House. Look, Newcastle will take this point, and this was always the danger. This was always the danger when you can see the goal 7 minutes in, that you're gonna leave yourself really having to go all out to try and get the win, which obviously in turn means you're vulnerable to the counter attack. I don't know why Dalot played this ball into middle. Matic. Ronaldo. Bruno. Poor from Bruno. And look at the amount of bodies back for Newcastle. And here comes a break. Jacob Murphy. Dwight Gale's there. Goes into Gale. John Shelby's made a good one. We've got men back now. Murphy's in. Where's Dalot? Matic cuts it out. But it's back with Murphy. It's the post. Almiron! What a save, De Gea! Almiron with a lovely shot into the top corner, and David De Gea pulls out a worldie to stop him. He cuts in. What a save. Fuck me. Can we hold on, please? Right, ball comes into the box. Matic clears. Flicks back forward. No, up for a goal kick. Please. David, this is where we want to see it. Oh, it's a great save. It's going top corner. He gets across. A strong hand to push it over. Newcastle should have won this game. Newcastle should win this game comfortably. Sancho loses the ball, and here come Newcastle again. Every time on the counter-attack. And Almiron, so much space. Where is Tellez? Almiron, wrong decision, but they keep it alive. Murphy pulls it back. Bruno just stealing it off of Joel Linton. You don't when you got ultra attacking on FIFA in the last 10 minutes and they get the ball. Yeah. It's all Newcastle. Every time they get the ball, they should score. Joel Linton. Manquillo. Joel Linton puts the ball into the box. Out for a goal kick. Joel Linton's been given man of the match. To be fair, I wouldn't put it past him. Joel Linton's played well. Sancho goes back into De Gea. Goes long ball. 6 minutes of added time. Rashford into Bruno. Goes to Dalot. Sancho comes short. Dalot goes back to Varane. Varane goes long. Looking for Cavani, who can't keep it on. We're dreadful. Well, you can't beat Newcastle. You can't expect a lot. And here comes Newcastle again on the counter-attack. Ronaldo chasing back. Where is Marcus Rashford? You know, our left winger. Bruno's getting back now. Out to Joel Linton. The overlap's there. Joel Linton goes for goal. Varane blocks. They're all appealing for handball. Referee says no. Obviously, VAR is in place. If it is handball, it can be reviewed. Was it in the box? That's the main thing. It hits his hand. Whether it's in the box. If it's in the box, they can look at it. It's not in the box. They cannot look at it. Regardless of whether it is handball or not, it's edge of the box, meaning they cannot review it. Newcastle are having a better sustained attack here than we have all game. It's a long ball. It's out for a goal kick. Jamal shows is holding his calf. Not his calf, his hamstring. That ain't good for Newcastle. Have they used up all their subs? So Maximan came off. Wilson's come off. Oh, and Fraser came off. They have. So Shah will have to stay on. Maguire fouled by Dwight Gale. Varane. Matic. Maguire. Bruno. Long ball looking for Sancho and Dubravka. Easy collect, but he drops it. Sancho to Cavani. What the fuck is that by Cavani? What is Cavani doing there? That's a long ball. Maguire versus Dwight Gale in a race. Maguire wins it. And it's out for a throw-in. It's a great throw-in opportunity for Newcastle. from back to front so quickly there, Newcastle. But Dubravka dropped it. Sancho gave it in to Cavani, whose shot was dreadful. It wasn't even going in if it weren't defended. There weren't 5 volleys on the line. Long ball into the box. Dalot heads clear. They're running it back to their own goal. Into Dubravka. Passes out for a throw-in. And a chance for United, maybe. Manquillo holding the ball. Not letting them take the throw quickly. Newcastle have got all the bodies back. 2 minutes to go. And we'll go long into the box. Dalot will take it. Bruno looks to flick it on. No, sorry. Matic looks to flick it on. Joelinton clears long. Varane picks it up on the halfway line. Goes into Maguire. Move it quickly, Harry. Maguire out to Jadon Sancho. Skips past the first man and the second. Finds Cavani, who falls over and wins a free kick. Great play there from Jadon Sancho. Offside. He is. He's offside. So poor though there by Cavani and Ronaldo. Not you've got the you're in the middle of the park and you're offside. Long ball from Martin Dubravka forward. Sancho. Varane. Bruno goes long. Shaw wins it. Sancho plays it forward. It's a poor pass from Sancho. And the ball goes long. United need to play it quicker. Dalot looks for Jadon Sancho. And there's the full-time whistle. United draw with Newcastle 1-1. And Newcastle and Eddie Howe will leave today thinking, we could have won that. We could have won today. Joelinton's man of the match. There's a Newcastle fans run on the pitch. Almiron and Cavani swap shirts. And United walk away lucky to get even a point. And a point that has been saved by David De Gea again. Well, thank you for the disappointing start to the morning. Sorry, Angie. It's been so. We played awfully. What can we say? Well, that is where the watch long for this is going to end. Obviously, we'll be over. I'll be over for the match reaction in about 5 or so minutes. So do go over there and tune in for that. We have been dreadful today, and that's where I'm going to end that, because that performance doesn't deserve anything more than that. We have been dreadful today, and I mean, tune in for the match reaction. It's going to be a good one. I'll see you all over there in a 5 or so minutes. In a bit. Peace.